All right, we're going to correct my last three cases that I have in my possession of high C's. I do have two more on the way, but this is going to be case 15, 16, and 17. Let's get right into it. Get that cheddar out. Holy shit. We got a puffin box. This is the first one in the 15 cases so far. I swear all the other boxes that I have to dispose of are all Marlin and Gravy Bones. So you know what? Seems like we have to open that one first. Let's get it. So sales continue to be good. I think the majority of the Majestics in this set are popping off. For some reason Ranger's getting hate yet again. But I have a feeling that will turn. I have good hopes from Marlin. I think it just hasn't been figured out yet. Obviously, Gravy Bones is carrying the show right now. And although Puffin is apparently popular, so to speak, the Mech and the Ranger cards are both pretty dirt cheap right now. Bam Bam to start us off. Foil Conqueror to start us off right. Alright, kind of disappointed to have this come to the end. I wish I could just keep ripping. Blood in the water. After all this, that means I gotta go through and organize all this crap. And there is a lot to organize. Hopefully get a few more people that want to make or take these play sets off my hands. Sold a couple so far. Not as many as usual. My regulars have seemingly jumped ship. I'm going to do a little bit of eating while I'm doing this. So you might hear me munching a little. Try not to. Barbed Barrage. Oh, the riches. So this is the second one that I have pulled. Both of them in only the last couple cases. So I didn't get any for like the first 11. That is a nice addition. So I think I've pretty much been able to keep everything in the set, and I think that's going to be a foil and non-foil copy of everything. Cold foil and rainbow foil of all the legendary equipment, except for the dead threads. I still have not opened up a single rainbow foil dead thread. I'm missing the adult Puffin and the adult Gravy, but pretty sure otherwise, not counting the treasure packs, I've pulled everything. Oh, and the EAs. I've been really bad luck on the EAs. I got the one Give No Quarter, sold that one though, sadly. I did get the EA Palantir last night. Not a single Harpoon though, which is the ones I want to play with. But who knows, maybe in these boxes this will be all about the Harpoons. Ideally I would want 3 each, but I don't foresee that happening. 1 each would be huge. We'll see where the prices settle. Right now they're about 150 each, and they're quite rare, so I can see that as the price point. Workshop. Oh, yes. Oh, and actually, that was the only young hero that I had not pulled to this point. And that one is nice. Little, man, oh so slight chipping in the bottom left. But not bad. Still, eons better than the hunted ones. I feel like every single one of them had issues. Whaler Humperdinck. So we are at 6 plus a Fabled plus a Young Marble. I'm pretty sure that is a wrap for my big hits in these boxes. But get a few more marbles. And a Herald of Second. Smart guy that I am, forgot my damn sorting shelf. I knew I was going to need it too. Last pack magic with 7 Majestics. Don't know. I don't know. Not a moss, but it's okay. Cannot complain about that. Alright, here we go. Puffin did the trick. Box number 1 with the new hero box. Expedition. Man, the Conqueror too. We really hit it big on that one. Foil Conqueror, Riches, Gravy, Whaler. All of those have some value. Consigned to Cosmos. A Riddle with Regret. None of these expansion slot hits are really that good right now. I'm going to kind of tuck them away, I think, the remainder of what I got. King Kraken for a rainy day. I might even stop selling the harpoons to it, $2-3 a pop, because honestly I see that being the floor or near to it. Ooh, foil Sunken Treasure. But the ceiling could go much higher if Marlin starts to pop off, because those are her big guns. Game Trophy Shot. These cards like that were like $1.50. Not even worth getting rid of. Not going to make any money back doing that. Better off stockpiling. so far. My trash bin has definitely seen better days. Ruby Amulet. That's a good one to hit. Not very lucky with the amulets. It's nice to see they're holding some value though. Escalate Bloodshed for number 7. Chart the High Seas and Foil Undercover Acquisition. One pack left. Not a moss. Ooh, cold foil gold baited hook. This one's got a little tiny mark up in the corner, but not bad. But that is one extra. We shall part with that. All right. So far, this case is phenomenal. A couple of the other high-end marbles really hitting big. That was a 9 marble box, that last one, too. Or 9 majestic box, sorry. And we go to Shelly. See, my Shelly, I got 3 Shellys. This one seems to be the best so far. All of them have little edge issues. This one's pretty clean though. That one I'll put in my little binder to keep, I think. Workshop. Nothing so far. Blood in the water. Deny redemption in foil. May not be worth much, but it looks nice in that purple. Also, I think I've only pulled 2 foils in the 15 cases. Pretty sure I got one of each of the expansion spots now in foil. And a non-foil bird. Barrage. Foil Midas Touch. Now that is the only one I've pulled of Midas Touch. I'll probably keep that just for that fact alone. Unless I get another. Burn Bear. We are up to 7. I think the only thing we can get here is a legendary. Or maybe an EA, possibly. I don't know exactly how that ratio breaks up. We're down to 4. Rusty Trombone. Two left. This is definitely the weakest box, but at least we got a hit in it. Marlin non-Marvel. And that is all she wrote. hard opening up these very thin packs without worrying about bending them. HMS Kraken. Now I'm happy with that. I can deal with the Kraken. I actually have not. I think I pulled the one Marlin. Now this is one Kraken. Still need the other one, which the name eludes me right now. Sorry if you can hear the kiddos. Cousin's kids are a little bit on the loud side. And there's 4 of them. All right, box 4. So far in 15 cases, I have pulled 2 Conquerors, 2 Poly, 2 Goldfin. In the treasure packs, obviously. So I'd say that's pretty good. I still am sad that I had to sell my Gravy Bones, and not had, but financially it made sense. One can hope that I'll have another. Puffin's also been missing. Weller Humperdinck. Ruby Amulet again. All right. Oh, another Gravy Bone. Man, this case is banger. Is it better than the first one? Yeah, I'd say so. So there's not chipping, a little tiny bit of white specks, but I think it's better than the first one. All right. I could do with 3 marbles, a Fable, and a Cold Foil Legendary. Yes, sir. Arcane Compliance. So I've been toying with the idea of also making Marlin in Blitz, using the Death Dealer since Azalea is not going to go out in Blitz, and doing a entirely blue, well, maybe not entirely blue, but a blue heavy deck with Tri-Shot and a bunch of Go Wide. I think with arrows, you know, ranging from 4+ damage, it's good to hit the break points and nickel and dime damage. Get cards out of hand. With the on hits, that's also great. Although, I guess the blue harpoon ones don't really benefit too much because, well, they can get around your on hit, but who knows? You throw enough of them, makes them think at least. Technically, you can pummel them. That should be interesting. Preach Modesty. I don't know, some toying around. I'd try it out. Gotta work on the CC version first. Foil Golden Sky Warden. King Kraken. And I still would like one of those EA versions. Either one would suit me fine. Actually, I'll take any of the EAs. Honestly, they look so good. That Give No Quarter looks phenomenal. Palantir was okay. Probably my least favorite design. Or, I guess, EA. Big Game Trophy Shot, line, and a foil Frailty. What kills me is the foil Frailty is like $5 more than the non-foil. And at this point, I am not selling them for that price. Honestly, I sold 3 Frailties today, and I'm thinking the price is probably going to go back up. I'm probably going to hold my remaining copies for that day. We'll see how everything else sells. One left. Can we get the legendary? I find that I'm actually liking that you don't have to worry about a cold foil in these packs. Just feels, I don't know, cleaner, better. But that's just my opinion. Here we go. Meh, meh. It's all right though. Case number 1. Very well. Alright, can we get another puffin, or is it going to be one and only? Not in this box. 2 Marlin, 2 Gravy. Oh man, I forgot my drink. Ooh, pack 1 Swabby. I think Swabby's another one that was kind of messed up. These ones look pretty good though. I realized today that I didn't get a single one of the buy box promos. Hey, Cal Cohen! Cal or Cohen? Preach. Nobody's listening to me. I'm trying to get a kid to do some labor for me. Dovetail for number 1 or 2. Cog in the machine. Escalade Bloodshed in foil. Man, I love this game. I have enjoyed every set that I have mass ripped. I think I started with Outsiders. A little bit less quantity, but the hits definitely got better after that. I started off, costing me a couple $100 to do this. After ripping, 15 or so cases. Made my money back except that little amount. It improved every single set. With the exception of Dusk Till Dawn. I got fucking hosed. The prices of all those cards tanked so fast. And I got my product delayed by about a week. So it was a bad situation. Oh, we're already on the last pack. Wow, this is pretty shitty. 5 and a Swabby. Got a Return Fire. Well, foil chart the high seas. That's good, but still not a whole lot of value in that one. 3, 6, 7 altogether, and a Swabby. And I think we're due for a big hit in these gold packs. I did get a Conqueror, I guess, but I think we're due for something. Yeah, I could take a Lone Shark. That's the second one I pulled out of here. These ones are actually retaining some value. All right. All of the Majestic ones, actually. I was lucky enough to get two Tip the Bar keeps as well. And then I ended up getting one from a friend. So, got my playset of that. I need the, what's another one? So you got the Conqueror, you got the Lone Shark, you got the Tip, and then, the Sunken Treasure. Yeah, so I still need 3 Sunken Treasures, unfortunately. Starting off with Herald of Seckham. dust. Felt weird. Alright, Pearl Amulet. Glad we're getting some amulets finally. Had a few in my first few cases, and then they petered out to nothing. Now I'm glad we're getting some more. Foil tip the barkeep. You know, that's another thing too. I have not been selling a lot of foils. Seems like everybody wants the cheapest copies, maybe because of the price points, but the Everblooms are very popular. Sure, Harpoon. Approaching halfway with 5 Majestics. Golden Sky Warden, and a Polycranka. These are all of a sudden hitting all over the place. I think it's my 5th one. Would prefer Dead Threads. Come on now. Still need one. And I don't need any more Tinker Rings. Sea Legs. That one's a good one. Popular. I don't know if it's because Brute or just because it creates a Gold Kiss rum, but I think it would only be good in Gravy Bones. Because for Marlin to hit it, it's got to work. It's got to match up just right. Riddle with regret. Not a moss. can we get? Saltwater Swell. Beautiful card. Beautiful. Alright, so between the poly, I mean, that's really it. A bunch of $3 to $10 cards. The pearl is probably worth a little bit more than that. I mean, it's pretty close to taking care of the box, I think. Foil Return Fire. Hey, Kopi! Man, I can't get any of these kids to come see me. I'm thirsty. Loan Shark. That was definitely short printed. I know people have been talking about it. I really have not pulled a lot of those. Hey, Cohen! 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 Man, sorry about yelling, guys. Nobody's listening. I'm gonna pause to bribe a kid real quick. Yo, homie, you wanna get some more free cards? Can you put this in the sink and get my Mountain Dew out of the fridge in the garage? And I'll give you. Yeah, it's in the garage. If you get it, I'll give you some more cards. Kids are easy to bribe. Nothing but tokens. Gold to them. Works for me. Better get a stack ready here. All right, guys. Here, 1, 2, 3. Grab. Because you guys got me a drink. All right, grab Nova and take her out, buddy. Nova, go. 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 Out. 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 Out.
You can just shove her out.
Good night, guys. All right, got a drink. All right, we're sitting at 3. We're getting close to the halfway point. Foil Everbloom. sitting at 4 and we're below halfway. Return fire makes 5. Tip the Barkeep makes 6. And the Claw of Inserkai. Now that, pretty sure this is only my 3rd copy in these, what now, 16 cases. Maybe it's my 4th. Not very many by any means. Got a ton of these Bam Bams. Short printed and expansion slot. But not crazy high expensive like those Hunter's Claves. I think they're sitting about $7 or $8. Last two. Come on. Give us something in the clothes here. Something in the clothes. Nothing. Nothing in the clothes. 8 Majestics. Alright. Treasure pack. I was like cold foil, and then it was a common. But I think it's a common I don't have. It's got that edge raise. This one spot on many of those cards. Just a little bit though. Alright. Still worth keeping. I think they're all running about 20 bucks or so. 10 to 20 maybe. But for commons it's pretty good. Although considering that they're extremely rare. Not like the original. Well, not like the rest of the sets. Although I like it better. You know, we don't need 1,000 cold foil commons. The treasure pack cards that are playable feel much better. Even if they're not playable, even for a couple bucks. Definitely like the idea better. Pearl amulet. I'm loving all these amulets. Keep them coming. Especially if they're different. Still need... So I got rid of all my diamonds, which turned out to be like triple the price. So I'd like to get some more diamonds. And I think the sapphire one I only got one of. I think there was 2 rubies in this one, or the last case, I think. That was cool. The Punamu, I think I think I got 1 after selling my original. They all sold pretty damn good. I thought they were going to tank. My bad. We got a second. Cog in the machine. heavy played pack. Come on. Where's all the spice? Sea legs. Foil blood in the water. Big game trophy. All right. Chum. Friendly first mate. That's a nice copy too. Tiny little chip up there, but it's very minimal. Sweet looking card though. Doesn't look very friendly. But he's a pirate, so I'm bound to lie. Alright, we could still get a legendary potentially. Consign to Cosmos. 7 Majestics. Three packs. Box 4, case 2. Two packs. Uh-oh. Last pack magic. Not a moss. Alright. Chum works though. That pays for the box. Actually, I think that almost pays for 2 boxes. At my rate, at least. Alright. Gold pack me. Golden treasures. Saltwater swell. Man, I have so much organizing to do after this. It's a good thing I like it. I enjoy the organizing. Alright. Quick screenshots. There's our goodies for case number 16. 1 to go. I don't want it to be over. At least for a week. Getting 2 more boxes from cases from Rudy. He had some returns and I missed out, so he allowed me to purchase 2. get my puzzle piece too. I don't know what those are going to be going for, but if you have any, hit me up. Let's figure something out. These are all 4 Marlins. The first time I opened my case, it was all 4 Marlins, and I hit the Marvel Marlin. I thought it was pretty awesome, and was hoping that was how it was going to be, but then we got all 4 gravies and nothing. So, 17 cases, 1 puffin box. That was it. 17 freaking cases. Where they all went, I don't fucking know. Maybe they went to Europe. Palantir Aeronaut and Preach Modesty. The Palantir is another one that's actually selling really well, but I want to say that was probably short printed. That and the Jolly Bludger I'm hearing. And it shows in the numbers. Shloop. Ugh. Give no quarter. Foil line. Consigned to Cosmos. Whaler Humperdinck. He seems to be quite popular in my packs here recently. King Kraken. Foil Return Fire and a Dead Threads. Finally got my rainbow foil Dead Threads. I will tuck that away. What a pack. Foil legendary. Fucking awesome. Or majestic foil legendary. Still fucking awesome. Oh shit. And we got a barnacle. Yeah. Won't complain about that. Actually, now that I think about it, I'm not sure that I pulled a barnacle, even though they're not worth a whole lot. Corners, top right, bottom left are a little bit of white dot issue, but not cracked, not bad. That was a surprise. So what does that leave? I don't think anything. We got the L, we got the Marvel. I guess we can get another majestic. We were at 7. That's pretty solid. And nothing in the close. All right. One rainbow dead threads in 17 cases so far. Crazy. All right. 4 more chances for glory. I would have loved to hit one of those major hidden treasures, but it does not appear to be happening. Golden Tipple. I'm actually going to run out of sleeves here shortly. It's no bueno. Hopefully we can get to the end of the box and I'll move some stuff around. Or into the case rather. If we ever get there. Golden Sky Warden and a foil Bam Bam to start us off. Surface shaking. Sea legs. Undercover Acquisition. Those ones tanked. I remember So the first week, or pre-release, I guess it still was, they were 20 bucks a piece. And then they were 10. Foil barbed barrage. And now they're 1. I did sell 2 of them at 10 bucks, which is pretty cool. Not the last, though. Not a terribly exciting box. We are at 6 Majestics, though. Down to the last quarter box. Unka. That is actually one that I have not pulled now that I think about it. This and the Ori, actually. A little bit of print dust, but a couple dots in 3 corners. Not terrible. I wouldn't say gradable as a 10, maybe a 9 or a 9.5 possibly, but I'm not grading anyway. But I did need one, and it's worth keeping in my collection with that little minimal damage. So we're at 6. 7 with Cog in the Machine. Would be cool to get the Ori, actually. It'll be one of the first sets that I've actually pulled almost the entirety. Puffin being one I missed, and King Shark, Puffin, and the EAs, and the Ori. I do believe that is it. And that was the last pack. I was too busy talking. All right, here we go. Rust Belt. Still don't think I have that one. So not exactly what I was looking for, but still good. Wrong side. Whoa. Almost did it again. Thinking about something else. Grabbing the pack out the top and ripping my gold. Too early. Just a little bit though. Just a little. It's fine. Diamond Amulet. All right. Got to keep a couple of those. I don't think I did. Gold the Tip. Foil. Big Game Trophy Shot. Honestly, the gold tips, I'm pretty sure that's short printed too, and I have pulled only maybe 2 non-foils and like 4 foils of that card. I think the price is almost identical, but or at least it was at one point. Boats definitely look good. Three so far, nearing the halfway point. Sunken Treasure and a foil Deny Redemption, along with the trusty rusty trombone. Chart the High Seas, Surface Shaking. We have passed the halfway point, I think. We are at 7. But 2 foils already. Undercover Acquisition. Five packs. Three packs. Two packs. Oh, I saw Gravy Bones and I was like, yeah, I got a Marvel. No, I didn't. Alright. Last pack magic. We are at 8 Majestics. But I kind of want something else. Not this time. I feel like that box went fast because it wasn't that great. As far as Majestics go, we did not hit anything major. The Diamond Amulet is really it. Everything else is like, Sunken Treasure maybe $10. $9 actually, but foil, so maybe more. Shifting Tides. I actually don't think I put, well, maybe I have had one of these. Alright. This is it for all the marbles for at least a week. And I thought my luck was going to change on these treasure packs, hitting the really, really rare stuff. Not this time, peers. Alright, I'm very happy with the set. It's been phenomenal. Not too many duplicates, but the right amount of duplicates for the good stuff. Everything was pretty evenly spread out. Pretty sure the commons and rares of each pitch value were spread out evenly as well. I do have a lot of trouble with yellow pitch, it seems, in many sets, having a short printing compared to the red and the blues. But this one feels pretty fair because I organized my first 5 cases and it seemed to be pretty even. I wonder if we're going to go underwater at some point with these crab people and sirens and stuff. That would be pretty cool. I wouldn't be shocked if that was like a follow-up to the Pirates or this set down the road. You know, maybe that's where Riptide came from or something with his ugly crustacean-looking ass. Opal Amulet, Arcane Compliance, Burn Bear, Where's all the hits? Where is all the cheddar? Golden Sky Warden. We are at the last quarter. This is not a good way to end it. Come on now. Gotta get something better than this. Last box. Foil Sunken Treasure is helpful. This box went way too fast because there's nothing to stop and talk about. Workshop. I mean, ending on a adult puffin, or, you know, the gravy bones. I mean, come on. Oh my god. No! 6 Majestics. And a whole lot of poo-poo pachoo. One left. One friggin' pack left. Wow, that was a fucking atrocious. So disappointing. Last pack, Golden Treasure. I'm not very good luck with last pack magic, but one can hope. That is not last pack magic. Well, that's a wrap, folks. Not even going to sleeve that one up because it's not even worth it. It's probably like a $3 card. But that's a shitty way to end it. I am done for about a week. Hopefully everybody takes a look at all the videos, gets whatever information they need about pull rates and stuff. And best of luck on whatever you guys pull. Take care.